few months ago, in June, I've published a video titled, I think we were tricked to come here, in this dimension based on the testimony of those two witnesses. And I received a great comment, and there was a question that was asked to me 5 months ago. The person said, "This was a really great video. Can you make another video on your hypothesis that, between commas, we were tricked to come in this dimension? Thanks." I am unsure that this video will be a complete answer to this question. I think it will be more an introduction to it. At least I will attempt to make an introduction to the answer of this important question. For people who already follow me, they know that I am always researching to my very best, that I strive at my very best to know the truth in many aspects of life. That is why I am not ashamed to say that I am a trained researcher in empirical studies, that I am a trained psychologist, that I also spent over 50,000 hours studying the Bible over 20 years, 10,000 hours being the expert level, being considered as an expert level, and that I strive for the truth always. And there is not much people on this planet who really and truly are dedicated to this level of researching for the truth, because I am open-minded. Back to a question. So, can you make another video on your hypothesis that we were tricked to come in this dimension? I don't want to. I know that for some people the pill will be difficult to take, but this is the conclusion I came to along with my research. And I might sound everything, if you really study what is going on planet Earth, everything is upside down. Everything, I mean everything. Not the way it was created. What the Creator did was good. I'm not talking about the creation. I'm not talking about what emanates from the Creator that is upside down. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about when men put their hands into this, when they are modifying the nature, is what I'm talking about. And since we are using the generic man to include men and women. Let's use this generic when it comes to not being, talk about things that are not so much, that do not flatter men much as well. I'm not saying that no women are involved in modifying the nature in many ways. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that most who are involved are men, is all I'm saying. So, for instance, medicine is supposed to heal people. No, it's not healing people. We're not here. Most medical doctors are not there to really help people. They are there to make them more sick, or make sure that they remain sick so that they are depending on pharma, because pharma is big money. And the idea with human beings, they consider people as meat suits, walking and talking meat suits, and we are considered by the system as an object to make money from, and then once the object is broken or dead, we still are making money on the objectified person with the funerals. Even the funerals are costing a lot of money. So anyways, from birth to death, we are treated like walking, talking meat suits by the elite. So one way is through the medical profession. I'm not saying there is no good doctors. I'm not saying that. I'm talking in general. And in general, doctors are not there to help you. They are there to either maintain you in the position you're in, or make your case worse, because there are more deaths caused by doctors and hospitals than there are caused by accidents. So, this is an example. Food being modified. For anybody who lives on planet Earth, they must know that if they are aware and are still breathing, they sure know that we are being offered GMO foods. And by the way, on other continents, the GMO food, they must indicate, there are laws that they must indicate the GMO food, label the products, and tell the people that those are GMO food, okay? But not on this American continent. Just interesting note. So, from my experience and from my knowledge, everything is upside down. Which brings me, and I gave you just 2 examples, but there are many, many more. Everything is like religion. Religion is not helping you to be more near, to really connect to the creator of the universe, even though that's what they pretend. Okay? Again, this is upside down. If you want to connect to the creator of the universe, You don't need religion to do that, because religion is making you powerless to be connected to the Creator, and therefore religion makes you also powerless to feel connected to the Creator and to feel connected to yourself, because in this society people are trained to rely on external help, when in fact we are serving people. And for those who are more in tune with the Creator of the universe, then they can rely more on their wisdom and knowledge. And this extends to all people on planet Earth, all nations, all languages. There is no boundaries to the Holy Spirit or Great Spirit. Back to the topic, but that was important to mention that religion is not there to help you, especially not Abrahamic religions, especially not if you are a woman. Not really. You better rely on yourself. And the more you are like a child, like Christ said, then the more you are connected to the Creator of the universe. Because, like it was said by Christ himself, those who will go to the presence of God are those who are more not childish, but childlike. A big difference indeed. Okay, so can you make another video on your hypothesis that we were tricked to come in this dimension? I was not very extensive to prove that on this planet is the plane of existence that is in fact death. But for those who are open-minded and are doing their own homework, they will understand why I say that, because I have mentioned enough examples for them, for sure. And my channel is not for just everyone and anybody on planet Earth, even though I love everyone. It is for those who really and truly seek the truth the best they can. So, this plane of existence is death. And Genesis, in the Genesis account, it is clearly indicated that once Adam and Eve were expelled, because the story goes that there was said by the serpent that if you do eat this fruit, you won't die. You will be gods. And what happened is they were expelled, and prior to eating that forbidden fruit, they were eternal. Just like the Creator, they were eternal beings. But once they did take a bite of this forbidden tree, they became mortals. This planet is the third dimension. There are other dimensions, and this is the third dimension. That's why we are operating on the third dimension as well. So Adam and Eve became mortals, and this dimension is death. So my introduction to the answer of this question, how we were tricked to come in this dimension, again, it is far from being very detailed answer to this important and interesting question, but just an introduction, because I need to continue to meditate on that question in order to have a more complete answer. That's why I am considering this as an introduction to the answer. So that means that once we are coming to this plane of existence, we have died to the previous one. There was prior existence. Based on the testimony of those two important witnesses, and I will put the video as a card, is that we had prior existence. Some people do remember that, others don't, and my two important witnesses do remember that. Okay, so prior to this existence, we were living, and we died by coming to this dimension. So that means that once we die from this dimension, we start living again. And Christ came to help us, came here to teach us, because He is our model to imitate, how to operate, how to act, okay, in order to literally quit this plane of existence forever and go to life. So Christ came to deliver us from this plane of existence, and He told us to imitate Him in order to go straight to life. So my introduction fits with what we are taught in the Bible. And this is the introduction to the answer. How we were tricked? Well, I think that Adam and Eve were tricked. And from that point, all of us were automatically tricked to come in this plane of existence, which is the third dimension, which is death. Everything here is upside down. I think this is how I have to say for now. I thank you for listening. I want to immediately add that suicide is not an option, because for certain you will be stuck in a life that you didn't want. So that is the worst choice to make. The worst solution, because you think that you are escaping the fact you are hurting in this life, and by committing suicide you make very sure to be stuck in it. So this is the last thing to do. We are here to learn and to make choices. This life is a test. This life is not easy for most of us, except the elite, of course, because they steal from us. They stole the resources of planet Earth, and they stole also are stealing our resources. So life for them, it might be easier, most likely is, but for most of us, this life is not easy, and the last thing you want to consider is suicide, because you will be, this is the best answer I can give, you will be stuck in a life that you don't want. So hang in there, research, use your head, research to know the truth as much as you possibly can, like I do myself, to hold to hope, to hold to love, to hold to the creator of the universe, to hold to the Holy Spirit that is there to help you. Thank you. Answer to this question, I think it will be more an introduction to it. At least I will attempt to make an introduction to the answer of this important question. For people who already follow me, they know that in empirical studies, that I am a trained psychologist, that I also spent over 50,000 hours studying the Bible over 20 years, 10,000 hours being the expert level, being considered as an expert level, and that I strive for the truth. I am always researching to my very best that I strive at my very best to know the truth in many aspects of life. That is why I am not ashamed to say that I am a trained researcher. The person said, "This was a really great video. Can you make another video on your hypothesis that between commas we were tricked to come in this dimension? Thanks." I am unsure that this video will be a complete answer. A few months ago, in June, I've published a video titled, I think we were tricked to come here in this dimension, based on the testimony of those two witnesses. And I received a great comment, and there was a question that was asked to me 5 months ago.